Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to FOE Extra, episode 6, hashtag free agents. Again, thank you for locking in. Thank you for the support. We're going to get straight into it, guys. So on my right, we have Martin DYNAN. How are you, pal?
Good.
Good. To my left, we have Rihanna, Mr. Gossett. How are you doing, pal? You good?
Fish.
Yeah, government name and that. And to the far right, you already know he is MC9, Mr. Free Agent himself.
Whoa, I'm not a free agent at the moment. But
Alright, rumor has it that you made it up.
Made what?
Hashtag free agent.
No, I said it quite long. Well, yeah, I had a few moves from it.
Cool. So what we're gonna do, guys, we just like we normally do, a little background on individuals. Mike, we've heard your background before, but I want to hear it again, if that's all right. Or what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about, instead of going through your background, we'll talk about how your season's going. If that's all right.
My season's a bit mad at the moment because I got injured early.
Yeah.
I got injured. I actually, not really injured early. I was on and off from last season, and I got back into it.
Yeah.
And then I got injured in my first training session for Hartley, so that wasn't ideal, obviously.
Decent.
But that is where I'm technically signed at the moment. But
Have you played yet?
I haven't played for Hartley yet this season at the moment.
This season, I haven't played from this season, but you're happy to be that back there?
Yeah. No, it's good.
I know the fans. You're your fan favourite down there. I was reading some of the bits from the fans.
I'm getting a few abusive messages at the moment, like, boy, why aren't you coming on the pitch yet? Like, you signed for us ages ago, but you haven't played for us, so it's a bit, But no, I should be back about a month.
Oh, decent. Ree.
Talk to me.
Oh, good, man. How are you? Long time.
Good. Yeah, man.
It's been a long time, you know. How was your food? Reppy super.
What food? Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Shout out, Mumsy.
Food was good. You heard that now, yeah? Exactly. Yeah, so now you know where it comes from.
I'm waiting for him
cool,
to
Ree.
open them
Background about yourself. When did you start playing? How long you been playing for? What clubs you been at?
Where do I start?
From
I've been playing. Yeah, all right. I'm getting there. All right, cool. As far as I remember, been playing football all my life. School, high school, college. Started getting to semi-pro, I'd say about 17. A couple teams, East Grinstead, Collier's Wood, to name a few.
Does Levi still owe you £50?
Oh, he does. He does still.
Okay, decent.
Had a bet top goal scorer. Can't see him no more, but you know who won. Can't see my money. But on a setback right now, down my knee, but in the meantime, just doing some coaching as well. Some one-to-one, some group coaching privately. So, yeah, all is well at the minute.
All is well, decent. And how long you out for? You've been out for a while now.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
Okay,
that's why he must have underperformed for me at Colliers, because his knee was hurting.
Hey, what underperform? No.
Right,
Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
Just throw it. You can't throw digs in like that. That's
underperform.
That's why you managers are jokers.
Listen.
Whoever, he triggered me. You know.
The first biter to know.
He triggered me.
And listen,
That's why these managers
do
are
you know the worst
jokers.
thing is? Mike said this is why you managers are jokers.
Yeah, jokers.
What's that?
Man said
And he
underperform.
said
Coaches, managers, all in it together,
Alright, cool.
bro.
So, Mark, talk to me about your background in football, playing, and then into coaching.
Yeah, tell them about your playing career down in that game we had against each other.
So,
Tell them about that one.
started off way back, coming through Tooting, resis with them. Went out on, well, you call it a loan back then, but it weren't a loan, so I wasn't a contracted player. But went out back to Cobham, played men's football there from about 18 for a couple of years under Ken Reid. God rest his soul. Yep, that's where I met Darren with Mole Valley Rovers, and known him ever since. Yep, from there then went on to, I played at Farnborough, Walton Casuals, back to Tooting and Mitcham, Three Bridges, Cray Wanderers, everywhere. Been around the world. Nearly as many as Michael.
Okay.
I
didn't once tweet free agent though.
You didn't
Not
once say,
no.
okay. When did you play? What position?
Centre back.
So have you played against Mike?
Yeah, kicked me a couple of times. I kicked him. We argued.
Mike,
As usual.
Yeah.
Nah, Mike done his usual that game.
Moan dived.
Scored. Yeah.
No, you know what? I played against you once, and it kicked off at Guildford.
Yeah,
but you never scored.
No, disagree. No, whoa.
You won 1-0. You never scored it.
Whoa.
Ken and Darren was there. Ask Darren.
So you scored it then?
I can't remember. It kicked
Why
off.
can't you remember?
I think it might have been Bogle or whatever you call him.
Bogs.
All right, cool. But that's a lie because Boz got his first goal for SCR the other day.
But then it weren't him then. I know he kicked off with Darryl.
me,
He had a
bro.
fight
It
with
was
that. You weren't. I think he was injured.
Oh, he just don't like me that much. He's trying to get me
So who was
now.
you playing
We're gonna have to prove this.
Sutton.
We had played against Sutton. It was 1-0. It's
probably Pagey, 'cause Pagey scores
No,
loads of
this was a few
Not
years
biting
ago.
on that, bro.
Pagey, it weren't Pagey. I know Pagey. I was at Farnborough Pagey.
DCS.
Uh,
Cooper Smith.
oh.
What are you not trying to do? What are you not trying to do? You're not trying to set me up today.
No, we'll get there. I'll tell you what, that's a frightening front three. It was. It's just a way of making it work. And
only got played together.
I get all three of their pain. I get the gaffer's pain. It's not easy. I had you in a front three, didn't I? It was a nightmare as well because obviously you want to play him through the middle.
Yeah. That's it. Did he moan a lot?
He did, but if he's not moaning, then he's not well.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like all this madness against me. I don't like this.
Listen,
I don't like this. This is what happens on Twitter when you're making out that us free agents are bad eggs.
If you're not moaning, you're not well.
Well, that's
I like it. You and Frenchie. If both of you are happy, then
the
there's a problem.
front three ever.
So what about coaching? Like, what made you want to coach from playing?
Do you know what? I never ever wanted to do it. I've been a captain a few times, and I sort of got a taste of it. Then when you have players coming to you with problems and blah blah, you got to report it back to the manager, and it is a headache. It come about. I was at Guildford. I'd gone from Guildford to from Farnborough to Guildford. It was a fucking culture shock. It was under Dean Thomas, no coach there. So I sort of got involved that sense, and I ended up being a player assistant with him. And that took me to the year that we had a very good side. We had about 6 boys released from Palace that I ended up getting in with a coach from Palace. We had, do you remember Matt Glass, Perry Coles? Had them 2 up front, lefty in the side.
Okay, lefty.
We had a good side. We had a good side there. We should have gone on and done things, but we ended up going to Bognor FA Cup and something happened. I left anyway. Then I became my brother's assistant at Whiteleaf.
Okay, yep.
Then Bridges assistant.
And that's where you had Mike's at Bridges, yeah?
Got promotion.
Yeah, that was a good season to be fair.
Yeah, got promotion from.
And so was you and Connor French playing up top together in that team?
Yeah, when the management weren't doing their madness, we was playing up front together.
The manager
We had a front three, didn't we? We played 4-3-3.
we had.
Who was the third forward in that three?
Crabby. Crabby before he got injured.
Nathan Crab.
Yeah, it was good. It was fast as well. And with Frenchie there, it was decent.
Yeah, decent. What do you think of Frenchie?
Baller, man. Yeah,
Good
Frenchie's a top
player.
baller. He's one of my favourite strike partners. I've had a few strike partners. We know I've had a few, but with him, like, you know, you're always, the ball will stick with him and you know you always get it back.
Yeah, okay, you play with some decent strikers, isn't it? Mr. Mazza.
Listen, that brother there.
Mario and Barlow.
That brother there. Oh my word, that's Latan for you, man. That's combined counties.
He's definitely part of Collier's with.
Who are we talking about?
Mario. No, Collier's with Mario.
Oh,
I had him at Guildford as well.
Yeah.
It was you who stole him from Collier's.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Must have some money, bro.
Decent. So you got some pulling power because you know what? We're thinking back then. You've had some
DYNAN,
really
you
good
know.
players.
DYNAN's the one who
Players.
jumps in the free agents' DMs. What are you talking about? Of
Oh,
course he's got pulling
whoa.
power. Of course he's got pulling power. Them man have
Okay.
got big pulling power.
So
He
what we're
knows
gonna
he's
do then,
doing.
right,
He knows what he's doing.
Let's go now. So we're gonna jump straight into it now. Mike's and Rico's, as you said that in your time, there weren't no free agent FCS.
When I played, no, do you know what? I never had Twitter or anything. It was French that got me on Twitter when we was at Walton Casuals together. Like,
Is it?
what's this all about? And he said what it was. I was Facebook.
What a day
What's all this?
Yeah.
What
So
a
I
day
saw
that
Twitter
was.
and he won't get on it. Anyway, over time I've sort of got the hang of it.
Cool. So Mike's. What does free? I want to know what is free agent.
No, I'll be honest. I've got all of my. From the first time I started playing, I've had all my moves through Twitter. Like I haven't
Really?
Yeah, and I wasn't on Twitter. When did I get on? When I was at Wallingham. That's when I come on Twitter. Smash told me to go on and all of them. And then from there, it wasn't a thing where I'd stick out free agent then or whatever, but it would be a thing where I'd retweet my goals, put my videos up, like just self-promote yourself basically, innit? And then you get them slimy managers that will come in the season, then you'll get the ones that will come in at the end of the season, how you're meant to kind of thing. And then that's how I kind of progressed from there, but it literally was through Twitter. So the free agent thing isn't new, but people have been selling themselves on Twitter from before, but now people having the confidence to be like, yo, I'm free, come and get me. That's the only difference. And managers don't like that players are saying, come and get me. That's the difference. People been promoting themselves. You see people putting, I got top scorer this year. You think they're doing that just to say I got top scorer? They're saying, yo, look at me. I bagged this many goals in that league. It is, isn't it?
No cap,
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's look at me. I done
cap.
this and I've been doing it. And that's what I've been doing. So it's not a different thing. It's just managers don't like that players are leaving and now having the confidence to say straight away, yo, I'm a free agent because I just had an argument with my manager.
So what?
That last bit's important.
Yeah, 100%. But then,
because if I had you with me and we left on mutual, too much travelling or whatever, or you baby on the way or whatever reason, and you left, I wouldn't care. I'd probably help you. I'd
Yeah, no, but
retweet
that-
it.
but that's the
if we've had a
difference with you,
row,
Dynan,
I'd think.
yeah.
I probably would think. Man,
no, but that's the difference with you.
I
No,
would.
but that's the
I
truth.
would. I've got to be honest.
That's the truth. But then you get other situations which I've been in, which you've probably been in, where it isn't like all right, I'm gonna go now kind of thing. This is mutual agreements, and then you'd put out free agent or you'd put out something, and then all of a sudden that manager's got a problem with you. But hang on a sec, you haven't treated me right this whole time.
That's wrong.
Here.
Then obviously
Do you understand
the
what I
right
mean?
conversation hasn't been had.
But then if it's dodged the whole time, we're left in a position where what do we do? Just sit there in the club at the club as a player and not get played or whatever the situation is? Or do we say, yo, I'm free, I want to play football? And I think like everyone's hungry to play. There's no problem with that. I don't think that you want players that want to play.
You
And
must
it's
know
like,
enough
I don't
managers
understand.
now to not put free agents.
Ree, what's your take on the whole free agent thing, bro?
You know, I'm seeing it on Twitter still.
Have you ever used it?
Nah, because for me, how do I put it? I felt like probably one time I felt like I was a free agent. Like,
I didn't have nothing to do that, did I?
say that again.
I didn't have nothing to do that. Did I?
I'm not even gonna say nothing right now, but obviously, I just got on and just went to train somewhere else. I didn't sign for them. I didn't end up signing for them, but I just thought it in a way it causes a bit of palaver if the right thing ain't been said prior to putting that tweet out. If that makes sense, do you get what I mean?
A bit what Mike just said is obviously before. So see what said. Do you think that's a confidence thing? As you just said, is see where Ree thought I might cause a palaver. Now you're putting
No, he's
yourself
right. He's right in what he's saying, but then that's like up to you to assess the situation.
Yeah.
If you
Different scenarios for
like
different
if you
people.
feel you've been mugged off or whatever, you're not gonna think twice about certain things.
Yeah.
Whereas if you feel like, okay, I got a bit more respect because we've handled it like that, then
Cool.
I get that kind of thing.
So I want to know when you got your phone or when you're on your laptop and you're typing hashtag free agent. What is that? What are you thinking in your head? I want to know from a player's perspective. Max, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, I know I'm gonna nick a move? Do you do it because you know you can put yourself out there and you want a lot of options? Because what I'm saying is, if you're playing at a club and you're not happy and you know a specific manager, because we all know that if you're doing well, other managers will want you, and there's always one manager that has probably admired your work for a long time would always want you within their side, right?
Yeah, of course.
So are you putting it in there because if you wanted to, you know what, he likes me, I'm going to go to just that one club. But are you doing it because you want to say...
No.
You
I'll be real. It's definitely a flirting thing. It's a flirting thing because not every player, like, we all have managers that we speak to. Like, we all have managers. We all talk to people. So if you wanted to, you could go, yo, I'm available to him in WhatsApp
Private.
or whatever. Do you get me? But people putting it up there saying, yo, I'm going to show everyone that I'm available because there might be something better out there. I might want to show people that I'm leaving. Like, do you get what I mean? It's not
Or to wind the gaffer up that you've just left.
100%.
I think there's a lot more. If you're sending it out, yes, you want to let the boys know or the clubs know that you're available. I think it's a little dig as well because you could.
That is true. But then on the opposite, them not releasing my papers. Why not?
I can give you all that. Do
you get what I mean? So why do you release my papers for 7 days and complaining that I put free? It makes no sense because you're not making it easy. Like not you, but they're not making it easy for us to go.
Yeah, we can't. That's social.
There's massive reason. There's massive reason for why clubs won't just release your papers.
I'm going to because one thing I want to say now, and I think it's from being in the management side of things now is, what's your take then on if you want to leave, should we deregister you?
Not if we want to leave, but if you've been told to go, you should deregister me.
Cool.
It's a fair point.
It is.
Don't stutter. There's no stutter on that. Release me. You told me to go. No, I tell man straight. There's no stutter.
Okay, so
What's
yeah.
the stutter
Okay,
for?
cool. No, cool.
It's the truth,
I
innit?
just wanted
Because
to-
everyone, same way you're telling me to go, cool, just make it easy then. Because I'll make noise.
What's your thoughts on that? If you want him to,
If they've had a fallout or whatever, the club's never going to do it. Let's have it right. They're not going to say, right, we're releasing. The reason they don't generally do it is because they want to protect themselves from 7 days. So
and not taking another player.
Let's say, for argument's sake, I release you, and he wants you, but he's already put a 7 day in for one of my other lads.
Then he can get both of you, innit?
He can get you both on one for 7 day, and he's still got another 7 day to come for another player of mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, no, get him to whack the 7 day, and I'll waive it. You can go straight away.
I think communication's a massive thing.
You'll
in
waive
this
it, but not all of them would do that though, and they will make sure because some of them is like
But the waiving bit is nothing.
It's nothing,
like,
but it can
unless
mess up
I'm gonna
that player
use you
for
on
a
that
week.
Saturday, I might as well just let you go.
No,
You're out my
I understand
hair,
that on
and
your
I-
part, but if you've got a bitterness towards the player or whatever, it's like if you delay that, he knows he's out of a week's money or a week.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a
It's
scenario.
like there's
I'm gonna give you a
someone
scenario,
catching
yeah?
someone somewhere.
I'll give you a scenario, right? You got FA Vars on Saturday, right? And potentially the team that these guys want to go to is still in the Vars,
This
right?
happened to me.
But you can keep him in the squad for Saturday to cup time.
But you can only be cup tied if he
This
plays.
happened to me. This happened to me.
innit?
All right, so if
actually got
that's
examples.
right. So what I'm saying is, would you bring him on? So
If it was, The two people we spoke about earlier.
I've actually got an example.
Okay.
I've actually got an
I'm not
example.
gonna say their names.
I've got a clean example of
Cool.
this.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
an actual
If
example.
we're talking about the two gaffers we spoke about earlier, and I'm one of them, 100%.
Okay.
If I have that hatred for another gaffer and I know he's gonna go and play for him, 1,000,000% I'll do it.
Because ultimately,
Because you've got to be clever about it.
this
as
is
well.
football. Like, football is a game. It's a sport where
competition.
we're in a results business.
Yep.
Why on earth, right?
Would I give you the upper hand?
Listen,
Because I'm not contracted, so you haven't got control over me.
I can ask you a question then.
That's I don't.
Can I ask you a
Do you get
question?
me?
Let me ask you a question. We train Tuesday, Thursday, and play Saturday. You don't train Tuesday and Thursday. If I cut your piece, are you gonna get onto me?
I'm not. But understand this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, go on.
No,
Yeah,
you've
go
made
on.
your point. Now, what if I train on Tuesday and Saturday and you decide to play a player that hasn't?
Then it's a problem.
So what noise are you making when I say I want my full piece the next week?
But no,
you
but-
need
but-
to understand.
but that
Players
shouldn't
look
be-
at all of this.
No, but that shouldn't
Players
be.
see everything.
But that conflict shouldn't come into play because what we're talking about is if he didn't train Tuesday and Thursday and played over you Saturday and got his full money, then you can have the argument.
He's getting his
We're talking
money
about money now.
deducted.
Oh, boy.
Well, no. What I'm saying to you is, the situation I gave you was if you train Tuesday, Thursday, yeah. No, if you didn't train Tuesday and Thursday,
Oh yeah, if that, if
and
that's
then I
what-
cut your
yeah,
money, and then what you
yeah,
come back.
that's never
you
been
get
an
what I'm
issue
saying?
to me. Yeah, that's
Okay,
never
cool.
been an
Because
issue.
because I
I
think
train.
players.
You want that money?
Yeah,
I train.
Come on. I'll give you a due.
You could
I
train
always
as well.
train, man. Come on.
Good trainer.
Cool. What's your whole take on the whole situation, Ree? In terms of the free agent, can you see why it makes people move?
Yeah, like I'm saying, there's obviously different
Don't sit
scenarios
on
to
the
different
fence. I say this
players.
every
But I'm not
attitude.
sitting on no fence,
He's
bro. Like I'm
he's
saying,
like
it's
he's
different.
There we
Me.
go. Now he's awake.
I'm
He's
cozy,
awake now.
Man, I'm cozy. I'm cozy.
Yeah.
But I
Would
think
you
it's-
use that? Would you use that? Would you use the hashtag free agent?
Alright, you see that scenario, the scenario we had.
Yeah.
I would have.
What do you mean we had?
I would
You
have.
said we like it was
I
me
would
and
have.
you.
I'm just
No
saying
one
the
else
scenario
knows what
that
we're talking
the
about,
scenario.
you know?
the
We need to
scenario-
know.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. But what I'm saying.
This was an open.
Yeah, like
Straight
it's a
scenario.
podcast, bro.
Alright, what? Let me get down to
Fresh
the
shot.
basis now.
Fresh
What
shot.
happened?
But you can be open without being.
Yeah, too specific.
Malicious, yeah. Oh,
Alright,
Malicious,
let
that's the word. Yeah, you-
me say how it went now. So what? We done preseason. Done preseason. I went on done preseason. Went on holiday. Went on holiday and came back. How deep into the season I come back? Was it even deep into the season? Probably
don't
about
know.
the first game or two max
Mm-hmm.
into the season. Come back.
Was that
Not expecting the first week or two to be
Yeah.
starting or whatever. Cool.
Or three
But it's
or
gone
four.
on now. It's gone on to what? Probably about 12, 13 games,
Team
including
winning.
cups.
Are they winning?
Yes.
They're winning.
Yes.
They're winning, but their
We said
wingers,
that with-
their wingers ain't me.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, but
They're winning.
but
Boom,
listen,
no,
I'll be
respect
dead.
that.
I'll be dead
I
honest. I'll
respect
be
that. I
dead
respect
honest.
that. Man
Okay.
said
The
they're not
wingers,
me.
the
They're not
wingers
me.
weren't grabbing what I was grabbing prior to going on holiday because I was doing my bit pre-season. Went on holiday, I understand that comeback.
It's hard though, man. if they're-
Missed the few first couple games, which I understand, but it went on. Weren't getting the communication from the manager, so then it became a problem where it was like, am I staying? Am I leaving? I'll be dead honest. If it weren't for Ryan being there, I would have left. Speaking to Ryan, he's telling me, stay around, rare. So I'm
get
thinking, all right, cool. You know what? Out of love, I'll still come in training.
out of love or because I'm a good coach and manager?
Out of love.
No,
Out
because
of
you
love.
actually speak.
Out of love.
Not
I'll be
not
out
many
of love.
speak.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay,
Hey,
we talk, yeah,
gullible
cool.
brother here
Yeah,
now. But
trust me.
out of love, I stayed, done my training, done my bit. Still weren't involved on Saturday. Weren't involved on the bench. Not understanding what's going on. I'm trying to speak through Ryan to the gaffer, which I feel was a problem because I should address my issues with the manager from myself, not through another man. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Which is something that I've learned over the time.
Yeah,
But
cool.
what will I say? Done my fair bit on the side in terms of not playing. Then it come to a point where I need to start playing. So I've gone to train with another team now in the same league, and
Not
they've
just,
won it.
Wait, you
not
still
just
signed?
the same
Are
league.
you still signed?
Bro,
Say that
No,
again?
don't just slide that
Say
in.
that again?
Are you still
What's
signed with Colliers at this time?
Oh no, this was a couple seasons ago. No.
Oh,
This is
okay, cool, we
different. This is
flipped.
old
Oh,
news. This is old news. But
oh.
I've obviously trained 2-3 weeks. They're interested in me, rare. But funny enough, Gaffer gets
he left
Gaffer left
before you started.
before I signed to the other team, which was obviously God's time. And Gaffer's left now. Got the call from Colliers saying, yeah, come back, rare. So the first game on the bench, not worried about that. come the second or third game, what was that? North Greenford Cup game. Bag the Hattie Cup game.
He
I'm
remembered.
gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it out there.
Do you know-
I made my mark in it. I was back.
Do you know what? Because I want to go to, because you know that game. Why I remember
No,
it.
Bag the
Do you know
Hattie.
what? Right. Why I remember the game so well is when I played. Yeah, there was almost like, see, older players. When you're young, when there was older players, you don't have a say. You don't talk until you earn respect of older players. Yeah, so you have to do the right things. You have to go through your phase of listening, doing as you're told. But football's evolved and changed. So there's not that element now. So what it is, a lot of us judge how young players should be now on how we learn. But that's not the case. And I think a lot of people struggle to feel it, because when I watch youngsters now, as Mike said earlier, the confidence these young people have nowadays, do you think I would have gone on Twitter and gone free agent? No way. I wouldn't have had the confidence. I wouldn't have had the bollocks to go and do that, because ultimately I put myself in the shop window when I played then, but social media wasn't as big as
I think it's evolved even in the time that I've been doing it as well, because it wasn't done like that before.
Yeah.
It was done, like I said, on a more private
Yeah,
thing, but they would have seen my progress through Twitter. But now it's just like, yo, come and get
Do
me.
you think people put, so see, like now, you two are talking, DYNAN and you two are talking, right? But your talks are stalling, so you put free agent up just to hurry up the move.
Yeah.
1 million percent.
Yeah.
1 million %.
But Dynan's not. The thing is with Dynan's like a different type of manager. So I got a lot of respect for Dynan. Like he's been a player as well.
Coming there 10
during
minutes prior to you turn up, mate. No, I'm joking.
during the time. Dynan's obviously played at
Yeah.
the same time as us as well. So
Do you feel
he's
that
kind
helps?
of course it helps.
Yeah.
Of course it helps, because I can talk to him as a player and I can talk to him as a manager. And even when I was at Bridges, he was the assistant manager at the time. So when I wasn't getting on with the main manager, I would talk to Dynan as a friend as well. So that would always help. Just like you were saying, you spoke to Ryan at Colliers. Do you get what I mean? So
I think what I think what Ryan was saying from the start, communication's key. From player to manager to.
Because you know what it was? I think at them time, and what I was trying to say with that North Greenford situation is we had a group of older players that have played in an era where if you're older, you have respect because you've earned your stripes. And these younger players need to listen more. And I do think in certain situations, if these younger players did listen, they'd develop and progress a lot quicker. So there was an incident during the warm-up where I was going to drop him and Ty. Him and Ty basically had a scuffle in the warm-up. Yeah? And I'm looking and thinking, now I'm new to sort of management now. So it's now like, I have a job now. And you know what I done? I made the decision to play both of them still. Because I said to both of them, you know what you lot can do? If you're going to act like kids, go and sit in the change room by yourself, both of you, and do what you want in the change room. Yeah? Because you're now messing up my preparation for a game.
what happened in the change room?
You
better dropped him, bro. You better dropped him in the change room.
No, they kiss and made up. Reece scored a hat-trick. Yeah? Reece scored a hat-trick. Ty got an assist and won a penalty for one of his goals. And it was just sort of like...
I bet you hugged, innit? You hugged when you scored.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't celebrate.
You know what? Let me be real. Let me be real. And whoever was there could back me in it. Like in the heat in the moment, you can feel your way in it. We had our scuffle, whatever, whatnot. But you see, when I bagged the pen, the first goal, and he won the pen for me, innit? Yeah. So when I bagged the pen, I've gone over to bless it. Not even on a...
Ty was not having it.
Not on a wet thing, but on a grown man thing. I've gone to bless it.
Are you in church?
I've gone to bless it. I've had her laughing. I've gone to bless it now. Donny's not shaking my hand. I thought,
but do you know what?
I've done my part, though. Do you know what I mean? I can sit there and say I've done my part. So I went and scored 2 more.
Yeah.
Don't come celebrate with me now.
But do you know what, right? I'm going to tell you something. I'll be honest. See, Ty, one thing I say, one thing is Ty, he's very passionate. Ty rates Rue very highly as a player. And you know what Ty used to say to me? No, he didn't. Because why should he have to show it? He shouldn't have to. He's saying that if you listened a bit more, but you see where it was strained, because after that, the relationship between Rue and Ty, but they were 2 very key players for me. Yeah. But in it worked in terms of they don't have to talk to each other. Yeah. But when you're on the pitch, don't let that nonsense come between losing us games now, bro. Yeah, we don't have to be friends in the change room or outside. But see, when you put on a jersey, you're playing for the badge on your top, yeah, and we're in a results business, so you're there to win games. As long as it doesn't affect that, then it's fine. But I think we'll move on now. We're gonna go to DYNAN. What do you see when people tweet that? How do you look at it? Like we were talking just before we started. Well, we'll wait for the biscuit. Right, yeah. So, no, I'm joking. So, when you see that, what's your first thoughts, initial thoughts?
I'll be honest with you. As soon as it comes up, managers message each other.
Yeah.
And it's either have a look at this donut or look, he's free again. I told you he wouldn't last till December. All that sort of stuff happens. I mean, I'm not a manager at the minute, so I'm sitting here rubbing my head like, what is going on here? I could have him, I could have him, I could have... And that's why I put a tweet out, like, let's start this football club, this free agent FC. Let me be the gaffer. I'll beg for the gaffer job. Give me a little bit of money, and I'll have this team playing. Or I'll tell you what, give me a decent step 5 side, and I know I've proven it. I can get a team promoted. Yeah, I've got enough boys that come and play for me for reasonable money. And it was a tweet I put out there, and I couldn't get it in the amount of characters. I don't know how to add one underneath the other one and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? I'll get there. I'll ask Cams after. But what I was trying to say was, I know, and maybe I shouldn't say this because it's gonna. Well, you're at a club now, so it's fine. I know I can get him on less money than a lot of the other gaffers. I know that.
Why is that?
Respect him.
Relationship.
There you go.
And I've had him on decent money. You've been on.
I was decent. Yeah, I wanted more.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've done that for him, but I was
look at 2 seasons before that. You wanted. I tried to get you and Francois, Frenchie, and you both wanted mad like. But he's worth it because the partnership you lot was doing at SCR was a joke. It was ridiculous. So I've had him, Frenchie, Lefty.
You know, I've still got that. You know that group chat that you made for me. I've still got that.
Don't print it out.
No, it's off season. Off season. It's all legit.
No, I'm saying don't print it out because of the money that we're talking about. Tax man and all that. You know, But like, there's all the boys that are tweeting free agent at the minute. I talk to. Yeah. Now, Lefty was one of them. Frenchie, him. We've had Kears before, and I wind him up about being a keeper. You know, all the rest of it. There's loads of banter. But these are boys that are good. They're proven. At times, I think the reason they're free agents is that they're misunderstood, and there's not people that can relate to them. Now, I can bang on about it. I've come from Brixton. I'm from the same sort of areas of these boys. I understand what it is. I understand that they might not have the job that pays the money they need to have to sustain the life they're living at the minute. So they want to nick money, and fair play to them. Why shouldn't they? I did. I don't know how I got the money I got at times, but I never had Twitter to talk about it, and people couldn't talk about it freely enough. My only problem with this free agent bit is, yes, I know it's I would say it's 90% a dig than it is promotion, because you could put, your tweet could be, you know, gutted to be leaving this club, and the boys in the changing room and the fan. You can miss the manager out and have to dig that way and say, you know, all the best for this future.
For me, that's all fake, though, Dan.
But do you not care when you're at a football club? So you've been at Sutton a few years. You've been there back and forth. Yeah. Do you not care about the people behind the ball?
Of course I do.
Like, you might fall out of Darren.
100%.
But what about? I can see from. I don't know Sharon as well as I know Darren, but I know that she's loved by every single player there. She makes cakes for him.
She does. I know about the cakes.
I've been there
and
before, like even being introduced to her. Yeah. Open the door, come in the committee room, give me a cup of tea. A lot of extra mates with Darren and Ken. So like, just in that situation, wouldn't you not think to yourself, like, rather than have a dig at Darren and put free agent, why not congratulate the club? Be gutted that you're leaving the boys behind or whatever. Yeah. And say I'll move on next chapter.
This is a hard one still, because
I know it's easy to go hashtag free agent, and it's funny. It does get giggles. Everyone jumps on it.
Yeah.
It'd be 3 or 4 days of everyone taking the mick out of each other.
I totally understand, and that's the thing. I'm glad you said that, because on the outside, like even with my relationship with SCR, that probably looks that way. Do you get what I mean? But people wouldn't like understand what's happened from my side. They would just see it from, again, Twitter, innit, because of how it is. So Mike's left again. So I understand it looks like that. Mike always leaves. I get that. But there is situations where, like you say, there's situations where I'm like, yeah, you know, it is my fault. I'm leaving. I'm going to another club, I'm getting more money. But there is situations like this one where it was completely out of my hands. Do you get what I mean? In the sense of I didn't.
Is it?
Yeah, in the sense of how
I know. We've spoken.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So
not kind of French.
So me putting up free agent there. I think
it's a gaffer.
me putting up free agent.
It's live.
It's a gaffer. Look, I'm telling you. And he checked it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's mummy still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, but like, so me putting that up, I wouldn't have seen that as a dig. I see that as raw. Like, you've put me in a position where
I'm not saying Darren's seen it as a dig, by the way.
Yeah, I can't do anything else there, because at that point, yeah, cool. I've got other managers or whatever. Maybe I didn't want them deals. Maybe I did want. I actually wanted to stay in the lower league this year. I actually wanted to just chill.
When I see the 3 of you there, I thought, wow.
Yeah, and that frustrated me, because I know what my
I said, mate, they're winning the league.
Yeah,
SCR
everyone
winning the
said
league.
it though, but that's the thing. That's what frustrated me because I said it to you. I said to everyone, "Yo, I don't want to do it this year. I just want to chill. I just want to enjoy it this year," kind of thing. So that was my biggest frustration. That's why I was so fuming to put that out, but I had to, in that sense, if you get what I mean. I had to sort myself out because, like you say, number one first. You have to look after yourself.
You do. You have to look after yourself. You have to be happy doing what you're
You've
doing.
got to be happy when you're doing.
Mate, see the amount of clubs. Do you regret the amount of clubs you play for?
No.
You don't.
Nope.
What?
No, I'll do it. If you're gonna do it with your chest.
No,
I
of
do not
course,
regret
you
it
don't
at all.
regret.
Because I've made relationships,
Yeah.
I've made good relationships. I've made some mutual, some I'll never speak to again. But like I've enjoyed getting to know new people. I've enjoyed, like, don't get twisted, just because I'm not SCR now, I enjoyed the years I was there. I enjoyed the football I played there. I enjoyed the football I played at Hartley. I've enjoyed the football I played in Bridges at times. You get what I mean? So moving, if I didn't move, I wouldn't have had that. If I stayed at one club, I would have only have known that club. Cool, yeah, one-man club, all of that, brilliant, I respect it. But I wouldn't have had all these experiences, all these different situations, all these, knowing what's good and what's bad. I wouldn't have known that. So I will never regret it, and I'll keep doing it if I have to.
No, I think. Have you ever looked on Twitter when you're on Twitter and you see free agent? Have you signed players from seeing that? And like sometimes, as you say,
off the top of my head, I can't remember who.
Sign me off it.
Did I tell you off it?
Bridges when I put free agent after.
Trying to say that, you know that.
No, this was legit after Carl Shorten. Do you remember when I was like?
Yes, I knew you was at Carl Shorten.
Yeah.
I'd spoken to Pete. I'd come down. I tried to get you on loan.
Loan
You weren't
move,
letting you
innit?
go. Did I get Brendan?
You got Brendan Murphy.
Yes, I got Brendan off
yeah,
that.
he's a good player. Man. He's a
So
great
I got him
player.
off of that. I mean, look, the free agent bit. When I see it as a manager, you'd be an idiot not to go for it because these ain't. A lot of them are good players.
Yeah.
A lot of them do come with
You
baggage.
can say it, man. Come on, man.
They are. A lot of them do come with baggage, but do you know what it is? It takes up a lot of your time with, and this ain't a dig at you, because it is you. He's fiery. He will answer you back. He will say his bit. But if you're getting stuff out of him, if he's getting goals, you've got to take it on the chin. Because I'm the man that I'll throw bottles in the change room if I feel like they've not listened to me.
I
and
wonder
gone
if
out.
he's getting onto that bit because he's a madman. He's a madman.
I'll do that side of things, but then they've got to accept that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put together a good side. I will put together a very good side. But if they don't do what I'm doing, then I'm gonna kick off.
Let me ask you a question as a manager then. Like, so say you've got me down, you've got Frenchie down, and you've got Krabby. You know that's quite a
Connor French.
That's quite an expensive front three. Do you feel like
It's quite an expensive front three.
Do you feel as a manager? Do you feel like, yeah, cool, you should get more, but if we ain't performing or the whole team's not performing, do you feel more on us, like because you're paying us more? Because I do feel like that is portrayed a lot in like halftime. Like, Mike, you should have 4. And it's like, yo, the whole team's playing bad. Like, why is it? Do you get what I mean? I do feel like the bigger players or the ones that are paid more do get the bigger.
No.
Like it is.
My team talks. I wish they were recorded. Someone got dug out for it the other day having a halftime team talk recorded. Who was it? It was on Twitter.
Oh, what? Not the one where he's slapping everyone.
That was me.
That was good.
There was one that was recorded. It was a non-league game.
Yes.
But anyway, I think it was Hayward Swifts had theirs recorded.
Oh, yeah.
My team talks would be, if I'm coming to you because you've not put chances away.
And you expect it of me.
Not because of the money I'm paying you, because I know you can do it.
Do you think that does come into it sometimes?
But the money?
Yeah.
No. And I've always said I would have said it to you when I've spoken to you. You're coming on this. It won't ever get cut. But if you don't perform, you'll just go. I'll have to speak to you and say, look, rather than cut your money, I'm not one of these that gaffers that go, oh, you ain't scored 3 games, got cut by 50.
And that was the next question I was going to ask you. If he's on X amount, right, and Mike scores goals, right? We know that. We know you score goals, Mike. If he goes 3, you score goals. Got 4 games. Mike, not only is he not scoring, but he's not performing.
You're forgetting me, you know.
No.
Do you know what? If a striker ain't scoring, he's not performing.
Yeah.
That's performing. But
I had a stick like that with Bridges. I had about 5 or 6 games.
Let me get to it. He's graphs. So he's giving me that side of the game. And I'd say it in team talks as well, listen, you can have all the ability in the world. If you don't graft, it's worth nothing. The graft is
hard work.
cheating.
Was it hard work beats talent? If talent doesn't work hard.
Exactly.
Like, shout out Firmino, because you don't get all the goals.
Oh, don't.
We spoke about this.
Firmino's a baller.
They're not scoring, but your team's winning and they're having a big impact.
That's happened. That's like
contributing
with
to
that
3 points, right?
With me, I'm a confident striker. I need to hear it.
What went a bit skew with Mike's is he wants to play through the middle. We played a 4-3-3 because we wanted to have firepower. But I knew with the work rate he'd put in, I could play him, or I'd want to play him out wide.
Me, man.
And same with Krabby. Nathan Crabb. You're both quick, you're both grass, so it made sense to make them play it.
That has worked against me my whole career.
But mate,
it's so frustrating.
Frenchie in the middle to hold up and bring us. Mate, Frenchie is brilliant at it. And if I am ever building a side in the future and I want to play 2 up top, it'd be like a Frenchie and a Mike situation because I'll have
Do you think?
The thing,
he did. He got goals galore playing in the free. He just wants to be through the middle, and sometimes you've got to take it on the chin and play wide. But I know that's why certain things ain't worked.
Can we use from a management point of view? See, sort of one thing. Do you think players price themselves out of moves? Or when I say that, I mean in terms of I like. For me, everything you do, there should be progression to it. So. If you come to another club, maybe let's say I want this amount. I think players start at the top end and then they give themselves no room to progress. So if they haven't scored in 5, 6, 7 games, there's no room for. Instead of going, you know what, give me this, and when I hit 7, 8, 9, 10 goals, then let's go to this.
We don't trust managers.
Okay, cool.
Is
that what it is?
That's the truth because I've been at a lot of clubs and I promise you a lot of them. I've banged at most of the clubs I've been at and a lot of them. Oh yeah, after 5 goals, Mikey. After 10 goals, they will never approach you with that conversation. Now when you bring it to them, you're a bad egg. Okay. You know what I mean? Like literally. And if you bring it, it's like why are you talking about money now? Ain't you enjoying it? Well, of course I am. But you said this to me.
Well, do you know what, Riaz? I said I've had replay for me, and Ree has bags and bags of ability. I think Ree's very much a confident player, but one thing Ree has a knack of doing is scoring very important goals. So he scores goals that you remember. Do you know? So
you talking about?
You.
Oh, is it?
Oh, listen, I listen.
Large up myself,
I haven't got a problem with.
I'll have to follow him on Twitter. I haven't got
Free agent.
I know you look at the hashtag, innit? I bet you look at that.
It's funny. I've never tweeted free agent. I've done the whole long. I've only So I think the only time I've ever tweeted about leaving the club is Bridges last season, 26th of February.
But do you know what? I was saying to Ree, he has, and Viv will back me up. He's got bundles of ability, and I think he's for me, and he's my brother-in-law. Yeah, he's for me.
Don't overdo it, please.
Yeah, because this could be
a lot of going from A to C without going through B. B is very important in terms of. I feel when I had Ree at Colliers and he went somewhere else and it didn't work for him, he didn't come back to me because of his pride, because he's had it up there and he didn't want to come back because he thought, you know what, and do you know what it is as a player, and this is me talking as a manager, being honest, I've played, and when you go somewhere and it doesn't work out and you go back to the place you left, you don't want to go to training, people be like,
he's back.
What happened there?
Yeah, what you didn't make it.
And would you say that played a part in why you never, because this, do you know what he done to me? So the same club he was talking about that he nearly went to and came back, he came back for one game, got man of the match, got an assist, and never come back again. So it's like he came back to me just to say, so I tried my hardest. Listen. I tried my hardest to get him back, to look after him. Yeah, to try and look after him. He came back. Him and Athan had an argument. Yeah, and I'm gonna say both of them because both of them, him and Athan played left back and replayed left mid. If you see what they done to, I'm not gonna say the team's name because
go on.
Balham. Yeah. Balham. Yeah, Balham. But listen, Balham a good club. If you see what these two done in that game, it was actually scary. In my head, I was thinking, I might have that
left side
first year at Gaffer, and we're actually pushing.
Smith Drozen.
Yeah,
the one that was at SCR.
Yeah, that's it. The one who was at SCR. But I had these two, yeah.
Whoops.
These two were bantering so much that the bantering, I don't know what it was, but I think it goes back to a lot of these players need to understand the environment they're in to succeed. Because a lot of players don't need, you've been about, so you can have you can act a certain way because you come with, your stats don't lie. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of these youngsters need to just get their nut down, stay somewhere for a season, 2 seasons. So when people come and say, where have you been? I've been here for 2 years. Because what it does to a manager, when we're looking at things and people go, right, you're lucky you got stats.
This sounds like what I've written in my blogs though. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't, but you got stats to back it up, yeah? The conversation I had with a striker recently, he gave me stats. But then there's players that will go, well, I've been here, and I've been here, and I've been here. And it's because they're chasing a dream, but it doesn't look great. Why now?
Dream or money?
I think it's a dream that turns into money. I think what they do, they look and go, they try and chase. But what I think what people need to do is have a look at yourself first. Why isn't it working here? Is it because the individual is asking for too much? Is it because, I don't know, he's not conducting himself properly? But I think a lot of people blame everyone else before looking in the mirror and going,
yourself first.
Look at yourself first, because it starts with you.
Are you drawing me out?
I'd say your name if I was drawing you. If I'm being honest,
okay,
I'd say Mr.
I think there's a bit
Gossip.
of personal business
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
but
over
I
here.
just
You
feel- I
lot
don't
leave,
know.
leave for a
I
sec, leave
just
for a
think,
sec.
I
Let me
just,
chat to
I
him.
just think my experience of, and I've dealt with. Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't know Mike's, but I knew his stats and messaged Mike's when I was at Colliers. But I didn't know Mike's. But I knew Michael. Then he sent me what he wanted. I was like, I nearly fell off my chair. But but I messaged him saying.
Didn't reply to me, so.
But I think
like,
that
"Alright, man,
year, I think that you signed at Hartley that year and you got goals, and it's so I'm sitting there asking, does it work? It does work, because I looked when I first went into management. You from coaching, I sat back and looked at these clubs.
You just look, innit?
But would you say most managers in these leagues are like you two? Because I would say you're the minority.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't think or
I-
see fit in the way
do you know what though? I think
Do you know what I mean?
I get yeah.
So sometimes when you're talking to these players, they might be damaged goods from what's another man.
Before, yeah.
And they're going to come
100%,
with that same attitude they
100%
left
are.
with.
A lot of the boys are, but at the same time, like what you're saying, is they've got to take responsibility for it as well.
Yeah, they do.
Because there could be things where
they do or they should. Certain players
these
do.
players.
No, they should do.
What
Yeah.
I think what you need to look at why they're always free agents. Why is it? Have they heard that Joe blogs that this club's going to pay 50 quid more or 10 or more? Because you see it, you do see it to it. Oh, he's left so and so to go so and so because he's going to get an extra 10.
Yeah.
Now I know that happens with a lot of players.
We're having this
Might be a bit
conversation.
more than extra tenner though.
Should they be free agents? Like, the word free
No,
agent.
it should be unattached. Hashtag unattached. Hashtag
It just
single.
doesn't have the same ring.
You're
Yeah.
Don't mess up my hashtag now.
No.
free agent, man.
But you weren't on contract.
I
It's
like
a
that, I like
registration
that.
form.
Hashtag single.
Oh my.
I love it. I love my missus, yeah. Let me just put
Yeah,
that
I
out there
know.
quick. Let me just put it out there quick.
No,
yeah.
you know what? I just think there's
Or hashtag flirting. That's what we do.
That's
Just
no, it
flirting.
is. It's flirting with clubs, but it's just letting you know that I'm available when this mug releases my registration, isn't it?
I can ask you a question. So what's
Yeah.
wrong with saying, as Diana said,
Thanks for my
thank
time
for this.
here.
Anyone looking for a forward, I'm now available.
Yeah, because
Too long to type.
Well, so
there's that.
What-
There's
what's
that.
too polite?
But it,
Too
no,
long to
not
type.
that it's too polite.
Too
What
like-
if they don't deserve that respect? Why are we giving
Your
respect when they
teammates
don't
not,
deserve
your
it?
teammates not deserve that respect.
But I speak to my teammates or my people, and I will tell them by it. They know I'm going.
But surely-
More time. What about when your teammates are telling you to go, bruv? They're taking the piss out of you, mate. You should leave.
Because
Why would you listen?
Well,
Why would you listen to them?
not like
They're
not in
probably
that
the ones
sense.
that
I'm
wanna
not
fill
saying
your
it
boots.
literally like that, but I'm saying, bruv, they're saying to me, Mike, why aren't you playing? You
Does
should
that
be
not
playing.
put
All
you
of that.
more in the window if you're leaving on that sort of for gaffers? If I'm a manager, he's
Yes.
teammates
That's what I was
like,
getting
do you
at.
know what? I love
Fair
the
play
club.
to
Thank
him.
you for the club that they've done, and the teammates. I'm looking and thinking,
Well,
okay,
I'm
regardless whether
proper
he's
not- I'm
unattached,
proper
he's
not
now a
agreeing.
team player. He
I'm
buys
proper
into
not
that sort of
He
ethos.
can't start tweeting that anyway.
I'm
'cause
not.
people
I'm
are
not.
gonna
no,
I'm
no,
not-
hear
I'm
what
not
he's
gonna
like
agree.
anyway.
You know the only reason I'm not going to agree because if you like that, like Dan, and you can quote me on this. If you know me, you know you can talk to me. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how I look on Twitter or whatever it is. I don't care. Sorry, excuse my language. I don't care how I look to everyone. If you know me and you speak to me, then you know we'll have a proper conversation. I'll play for you if you treat me correct. So if you think I look whatever, I don't care. I honestly don't care. Still get me my moves and I'll still play. It's not an arrogant
But what
thing.
if
It's
it
like-
didn't? What if you started struggling to get moves? I'm asking the questions now. I shouldn't do. But what,
Yeah.
what if you
No,
stopped?
ask
Would
them.
you adapt? Would you change your way?
This is just going to sound so cocky, but at this point, I haven't struggled to. And if I do, I'll stop playing and go into management. That's the honest truth. When I get to that
I'd
stage,
love
I know
to
I'm
see you
past
manage.
I'm telling you right now, Dynan, I'm telling you right now, this is on video. I'm going to manage. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to manage. Whether I play against you, whether you're my assistant.
And do you know what?
Hey, I need someone to get me players.
There's no shame in being an assistant.
Hey,
mate,
listen,
honestly.
no, I might be your assistant.
Gotta
Whatever.
start
I'm
from
going to get
somewhere,
into
innit?
management.
Well,
I'm gonna get into management.
listen.
Can't
You
be
have
doing that.
you have to learn
Speaking
your
into
trade somewhere.
existence. 100%.
And do you know what? Listen, I can be so honest. See, that first year as a manager at Colliers was tough. Do you know why?
Oh, was you
reasons.
gaffer there? I thought he was coach.
That's what I'm, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So,
Started off.
and do you know what it was? It was the perfect opportunity at the same time the worst opportunity. Do you know why? Because at Colliers, I had a hell of a lot of friends. Viv, Theo. Like I had, and it's in my head. It was sort of like
Yeah,
being
that's mad.
number one, being consistent. have to be consistent in the decisions, and not only be consistent in your decisions, believe in the decisions you're making. Because if you're second guessing yourself, and I found myself in the end sort of, I didn't know if I was being as consistent, and it was a massive learning curve for me. And for me, I had opportunities to go places and do the same. But you know what I'd done? I thought, I don't know if I'm, as much as I'd love to now, go and run it, I think I need to learn a bit more. Because I've got years to become a great manager. But I love coaching. And I believe I'm a good coach. So let me carry on coaching and pick up and learn and keep learning. Because I do believe then when I do become a manager, maybe Mike will be my goalkeeper coach. But I do believe that you have to learn.
Wow.
And you know what I said earlier? Going from A to C without going through B. I tried to do that.
Learn your trade first.
Let me ask you something, because obviously
He's been nudging me for ages.
no, because obviously I didn't want to lose the point in it. But the situation I'm in right now, like team that I'm playing at, I was playing at before my injury. I've gone there to help coach. So
I don't just see the situation.
I've gone
I
there
don't
to
even
help,
want to look at
wait,
him. You know,
I've
like
gone
right
there
now.
to help coach, innit? So obviously I'm playing there, so they're all my brethrens. So when I've gone in on this coach thing now, like, I find it obviously difficult. It's new to me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
let me tell you something now. I've known Viv 20 plus years. Theo is one of my bestest friends. Do you know the first time I bollocked Theo in the changing room, do you know what he done?
he laughed.
He laughed. Because I was, hang on a minute, he couldn't he struggled as well as me to differentiate between,
Friend
hang on,
and coach.
what is this? Is this gaffer now or friend? And ultimately, I lost. You think in the season, losing Theo and Viv were big parts of my plans, but I felt in the end that I was being different towards them because they were they were closest to me.
What's the biggest lesson you learnt from that, though, in terms of
Can't keep everyone happy. You can't keep
everyone.
everyone happy.
He
That's the
still knows
biggest. Do you
that
know
now,
my
bro.
biggest thing was trying to keep everybody happy. And do you know on match day, it's like, I look at things and think, he ain't going to be happy. But ultimately, I think players take things very too personally sometimes. So see a sub. I know, V, you want to play every minute, every game. Mike's, you do. So do you. And you know, sometimes I look and think, I'm not taking you off because you had a bad game or anything. It's game management. I'm managing the game. I'm 3-0 up. Mike's, we got a game Tuesday. We got a game Tuesday. Let's take him off. But you know, sometimes and it will affect your relationship. People don't come to training after that. And you think things are taken so personally in football now. Like, you guys are precious little creatures now. And I feel in this game is you should be based on your performance, attitude. It's not always based on that, but sometimes it's like, should I say that? Even though you should, it's the right thing to say. Should I say that because of the way they're going to feel? Hang on a minute. This is football. It's not personal.
At the end of the day, football's a man's game. We get that kind of thing, and we should all know that when we're playing it. But again, I referred to something like this in my blogs. Managers need to take a second to get to know their players. Like, you need to understand we are all footballers. We're all on there to do the same thing, but we're all different characters. So you can't speak to everyone
I
in
think
the same
football's
way.
evolved in the sense of a changing room, old school football. When I was sitting in the changing room, everyone got spoken to the same. We're a group. Win and lose. I've looked in change rooms now and I think he's not listening because you lost him, because you can't treat him like that. So my missus hates me. I'm telling you, mate, because my week consists of, I will watch training and think, his head's gone. I need to know why. So I'm constantly on my phone. Viv will tell you, trying to find out what's making players tips, what's wrong, and things like that. And it becomes very hard because ultimately, when you do play, you play as a group
I
of
don't
players.
want to lose the point. But before, like you're explaining with the evolution of it and all that, like, and the way the game's changing and stuff. So like, say like the evolution in time and everything, where they're saying, I don't know, transgender, and that you have to say women and things. No, seriously. Yeah. So
This is a whole different debate.
but I'm saying things have to be accepted now. Times are different. Like, do you understand what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that's all right, but I'm saying like everyone's saying people are allowed to be spoken to like this, or you can't say this to certain people. Like, people are like you're saying, this younger players, they're growing up in a different generation where they're not, you know, they're speaking back to their, like, it's different. Like the generations ain't the same these days, kind of thing. So I totally get that.
They're definitely not. They're definitely not. Because
Do you understand what I mean?
certain gaffers, I was scared.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
I
No, there
got
was.
grilling
Even
at half
me,
time,
but
I'm
even
like,
I've been
oh
through that
my
though.
God.
Even as a player, I've gone through that as a player though. I've gone through that evolution of being shouted at by the managers and sworn at and things thrown at you. But then they're managers that actually speak to you. Like, I've actually seen it change. And I think football's changing. Like what you're saying, it is actually changing.
Well, it's changing. So, like, you can nick moves on social media now. So it has changed. Before, it's sort of like, what nicked you move was your ability and being seen in what you've done. That's how
maybe knowing
people,
managers or
Yeah,
coaches.
so now you're
Of
meeting
course.
strangers basically. So you're meeting someone with a complete different person. You don't know this person from anywhere.
But that's where I think you say confidence comes in. So just to tweet free agent and then a gaffer who you've never met before message you to go to a completely different environment that you've never been in, that takes bollocks.
I know a
It takes
manager that
bollocks,
signed
but
his whole
can
squad
offer
off
me
the back
$4
of going through
billion.
Twitter.
Serious. See? And that's crazy.
I was working
Money
with
talks.
him,
Yeah.
and then I ended up being as in day 9 to 5 job. I was working alongside him. He'd always be in his van, phone out.
Oh,
what
Gaffer,
about,
yeah.
What about this player? Yeah, I know him. I played with him. I played against him. He's quick. He's blah, blah, blah. What do you think he'd be worth? I don't know. Probably this. He ends up coming in 3 times it. This is at Guildford.
Yeah.
It was at Guildford.
3 times.
Okay.
And then he ended up. Yeah, it was just. Don't get me wrong. It was a great squad we put together.
But the money is
So
just,
do you
Crazy money.
yeah.
And then I end up leaving because.
You can't keep everyone happy.
Do you think
it was
then? So
ridiculous
see
like
this
that.
whole
What
hashtag.
about the club saying that players can't play on Sunday? If they're not
That's
on-
rubbish. That's rubbish.
You-
That's
you
a load
get-
of rubbish.
So I know a lot of clubs are implementing it now. Why do you think? And this comes back to now is we say that you shouldn't call yourself free agents because it's not contracted, but then gaffers are stopping players playing on Sunday.
I think that's an insecurity.
I'll-
Don't get me wrong.
100%,
I'm a
100%,
dinosaur when it comes to
100%.
Sunday football. When I played Sunday football, it was for a pub team, and I played for Brixton. I think they're AFC Brixton now.
Okay,
I used to play for them.
Under Cass.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kaz, yeah.
yeah.
Is
So,
that the guy? Is
Kaz Bailey.
yeah, security guard, nutter.
Madman.
the one who's sending for Frenchie?
Yeah, I saw a bit of that.
Okay.
Not
Madman?
just to confirm, not involved. Don't involve me.
He won't.
But I did see it all, yeah.
He got feisty between him and Frenchie, but
Yeah,
it's
it's a
football.
bit
It's
mad.
football. Like
he's
football.
a nice
football
lad,
gets
but
at
he's a nutter. Anyway, I used to play with these lot, so I'd turn up
Word.
Sunday morning,
Mhm.
drunk. I smelled that last night still, and whatever else. So that's my Sunday football. Now
It's
teams
good
are
level,
full
innit?
of non-league players. I've gone and watched a couple of teams. I've
Come
watched
to our
Kenilworth a
game,
few
innit?
times, watched SC Dons a few times. I've even been offered one of the jobs, but
Who's that then?
I can't disclose that.
How
but-
can you not- hey, come on, man.
I didn't turn it down because it was a Sunday side. I turned it down because of family.
Yeah.
Sundays are only free.
Scared of
days.
your missus.
We
Nah,
were
yeah.
saying this
Yeah,
that
I'm married. It's hard
I know
work.
them ones,
It is
man.
hard
we,
work.
we were saying this the other day that Sunday football to us was we went and watched our Navy losing Brixton the other week, yeah. And when you looked around, it was like a field of 20 pitches, everyone playing. That was Sunday football. And you think Kenilworth's pitch is better than 90% of Saturday pitches I've seen.
Yes,
Like you think the following SC Dons get, and they're going in their ground share with Cray
Yeah,
Wanderers,
Cray
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 Wanderers.
Wanderers. Lambeth are at Croydon. It's like Sunday teams are ground sharing with semi-pro sides. It's
Yeah,
like
it's because they're all
Even
basically
though-
the same players. isn't it?
and it's crazy, and this is what we're saying. I think you replied to the tweet the other day when we said some Sunday teams are better than Saturday. Was it you who replied? Yeah, you
I
said.
might have done.
And you said.
Dinah's busy on
What-
Twitter.
at
You know,
what
you probably
level?
replied
What
to
level?
everything.
Yeah, what level? You have to say what level because when people say when the Sunday, I'm gonna say the Sunday group. When
Yeah,
the
there's
Sunday group
levels.
talk about football, it's brilliant because it's all competitive and I tell you what, it's great following and the kids love it. Like my son,
Yeah.
he messaged me like, "Dad, I didn't know you know so and so for SC Dons." Yeah. Oh, can you get him? So I get a video sent to him. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
that with. I got Mike Cam's. You got Mike Cam's. No, no. You don't get it. Because, it's not that. It's because these non-league sides,
Yeah.
like you said, are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They need all these young boys getting their media out there. Or get,
It will evolve. Like,
it has to. They have to catch up. They have to catch up because what will be the next thing is SC Dons become a non-league side and go into Saturday leagues.
and then
Because there's nothing stopping it. They've got everything set up there. Or Kenilworth, the rest of them.
By the way, hold tight, SC Dons Rockasinos, because that game we went and done. Like the football on
What's the
display. Oh yeah. Woo! Edit, yeah. But listen, the
Oh, the video not out yet?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but the football on display, all I can say, it had everything. Like, and I'm talking like some of the
Oh,
football.
was that the highlights thing where they was just taking each other out and that?
No, that was Barnhurst.
that game.
Oh,
Oh
see,
my
that's the Sunday
God.
football.
That was
That's
violence.
That
Yeah,
game.
Barnhurst.
No.
Oh, but yeah, they're,
But
like,
that's
they're
also-
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was what we used to play, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
true. But
but-
now it's all like,
I saw a man kick man in the back or something. Hey, listen, hey, that game look.
So the reason I replied with saying
What
what level is because there's so many different levels of Saturday football.
football, yeah,
There's
of course.
normal Saturday football, which in my head is on par with Sunday football, but
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah.
no more.
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah, yeah.
football. I would say, is it OBD, whatever that league is?
yeah,
Right,
you
so
heard
that
it.
league, right, whatever it is. From the games I've seen, because you lot are in it as well, aren't you?
yeah.
Vista are in it as well.
Let's not talk about this.
Right, their house.
Hey!
That's, I would say, higher end step 5 comes step 4.
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah,
some
yeah.
players in there that I know
Easily.
that play for SC Dons that are not
Easily.
good enough to play in step 4 football clubs. And I'll say it now.
Yeah, but I think that's in
But there's
every team.
players in that team that should be playing higher than step 4.
Yeah, easy.
So, I mean, you can't compare. You can't say Sunday football's better than Saturday football when you've got.
You have to specify what we're talking
You've got
about.
Conference Premier.
Yeah.
Conference
Yeah,
South.
yeah.
That's
True,
Saturday
you
football.
Yeah, that's Saturday football.
So yes, you could throw. It'd be interesting if you threw Kenilworth and SC Dons into the Combined Counties League and see what happened.
Yeah. Do you think so? This. So am I right? Someone said the other day. So see these free agents. Have free agents ever got together and played against someone?
That's just
It
like
nearly
it's
happened.
just friends, isn't it?
It did it.
I see that Dorkin needed a game on and Tours and French. Connor
Oh,
French.
it was close. Yeah. It was
I
close.
was like,
That was
I was
close.
free that day. I could manage him.
That's
Yeah. I'll get
That's
been
it.
decent. That'd have been
But do you think? I had a discussion the other day. See, this free agent is so players will come together to play in a free agents game against another club, but they can go to a club at step 4 or 5.
Right, so this is why I know you're getting at. This is why I put a tweet out saying, and someone said, "Oh, it's like a job advert or an insurance." You said it was like an insurance policy.
Yeah.
The reason being is I'm helping a friend out at Lewisham.
Yeah. I know the deal,
Borough
I know the
Community
deal, yeah.
FC Step 6, I think they're in Kent Div 1.
Same league as Meridian and Croydon. and that, right?
Yeah. So in that league, so I'm helping them out, coaching on a Wednesday with them, and if they play midweek games, I can go to that. Saturdays at the moment, no. So I sent that out because, like you say, if you're ready to go and play for Free Agent FC, whoever it is, come and play here. You're not going to pick up any money. There's no money there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll play regularly. You can tweet your goals. You can do this, that, and the other, and stay fit and sharp, and and stay relevant.
That was
rather than stay at home and go.
Because
Now I had one of them. I've had Torin down there. A couple of games.
Yeah.
Now people are saying, "Oh, he can't get anywhere because this, that, and the other." It's not. He's looking for the right things for his family.
Just keep
Now,
him
why
fit,
should he go and play for 50 quid because he's not playing at the minute? It doesn't make sense, and
No.
I'm with him on that.
yeah, cool. Yeah, no, and that was just the point I was trying to put out there because I think when you see it a lot, but I'm not playing there, I'm not playing. You think, well, hang on a minute. For the whole time that you're saying you're not playing because you're a free agent, it could be a game that you played and put minutes in the box, so you stay fit. You run the risk of getting injured, but that could lead to potentially then you earning money for that club and signing. Although it might not be the club you wanted to sign for, but an opportunity might arise where you go, you know what, actually, I've done really well in these 3 or 4 games, or 2 or 3 games, and we can talk about X, Y, and Z and get what I need, and actually be happy where you are. Where I think so, because you have players that for 5-6 weeks, free agent.
Go and play football.
Just that it's about playing football. Because what I will question now is it about football for you now?
This is why managers say it's about money, because they'll see players free for 2 or 3 weeks and think, hang about it. But he's had I know, because I've spoken to that manager and that manager, I know he's had opportunities. It might only be for a third of what he's after, but go and do it whilst you're waiting for a club. Having said that, I spoke to one of these players, and the reason he give me, it might not be for all of them, but the reason he give me why he hadn't done it is because he knows managers will say, oh, the 2 weeks I had him was for this much, so he's not worth giving him any more because he will take that much money. And I get that side.
Yeah.
It all depends on how much you miss
It's a
playing.
marketing thing. Me as a player now, I go and play at step 6. Oh, is Mike lost it? Do you know what I mean? Or why is Mike playing there? Like, do you know? Even when I went to SCR, I was like, why have you gone? You just finished top scorer at step 3. Why
Do you know what though? And
do you know what I mean? And we're judged. No matter what we do, we're judged. And then I'm not playing at that level. So now it's Mike shit now. Well, what's happening? Is he lost it? That's what I was getting. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm banging every time I play. Like, what's going on there? But you can't help. But what people are always gonna say stuff like that because
You'll get judged on everything.
You'll get judged on
Any walk of
everything.
life,
You
you'll
can't
get
win. At times.
What do you think, Ree? About this whole? Do you think? So, see, for instance, now when you come back from your knee, what would be your movements? Would you be looking on a social media platform to free agent? Would you ring me, or do you get what I'm saying? What would I'm asking you now because you're unattached because of you're not unattached, really, are you? Woo!
Yo.
But what my point is to it is when you come back from this injury, are you going to get your nut down and stay where you was to play, or are you going to be seeking other opportunities?
It just for me, it depends.
You're sitting on the
When I
fence.
come back, it depends. But I need to focus on coming back first. But I focus on where I'm going. I need to make sure I'm back and I'm fit and I'm ready before I pick a club. Does that answer your question?
Not really, but we're gonna what we're gonna do because we're coming to the back end. We're coming to the end, innit? So what we're gonna do? I want Mike's hashtag free agent. Does it stay or does it go? Do we keep that slogan? Do you think it's the right word to use in order to orchestrate moves?
why the hell does it go? I don't understand. Why does it go?
In terms of our discussion now.
Maybe I'll be honest. Maybe there can be certain ways it's done depending on every.
But why should it change?
Everyone's situation. I don't think it should change.
change.
Everyone's situation is different. If you need a move and you've got a platform
And it gets
to
you a
sell
move.
that,
Yeah, cool. Okay.
I
I'll
honestly
get that.
don't see the reason why not.
Ree, what's your thoughts on free agent then?
Stay. I like it.
And what do you think of
I'll say it stays.
Stays,
It's
yeah.
entertaining. But you could
loves
soften
it.
it. You could soften it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
100%.
There can be ways it can be done, innit?
Gonna
But
miss you at so and so football club. # free agent.
you see, that's the thing. Like, if I'm not gonna miss them, I can't say it. I just can't.
So
Like,
you
I
not
won't
miss
do it.
clubs when you leave them. Then
I might miss clubs, but for me, that makes it look like you're missing them, and you're not in it. So
I think it's more of a case you don't want it to look like you've been kicked out of the club.
no, but
Or
I'd
released.
rather that. I'd rather it known to be that because it weren't me that, if you know what I mean.
But I think, do you know, on the whole, I hope it shedded a bit of light on sort of the way a player thinks and the way gaffers think. And
Clearly, yeah, we've been clashing the whole.
yeah, no, but it's good because this discussion, we hear it all the time, and it's really good to sit down and talk. Anyone's got questions, send it in, Twitter, Instagram, let us know what your thoughts. Because what we do when me and V do the next roundup, we can go through these tweets and questions, either or. Mike, shout out your social media. Questions.
It's all at MC9 Mics, and also check out my blogs as well. Let the players play.wordpress.com.
Anything for Ree? Go on, Ree. Socials.
Twitter, R7LDN.
Who?
Instagram, just short. Instagram, 2_ finishing touch. That's my coaching page. So get at me if you want any coaching, any tips. If you want to get better, if you want to cut in and bang it like I've been doing year in, year out. You know what I'm saying?
He's a free agent.
Remember the Twitter.
Come. Make sure you come find me.
DYNAN,
Just Twitter. I've got DYNAN5.
You'll see him. He's busy.
but listen, honestly, as again, UrFreshTVSport. If you want to get us, any questions, just send them in, because me and Viv have been saying that we like find some tweets of the week and things we can answer back in our roundup. But other than that, again, it's another podcast done. I hope we've answered everything you've been asking for. Thank you for following. Keep subscribing. Keep following the movement, because the support up until now from all of you guys and everyone else has been unreal, V, innit? It's been big. But from us, UrFreshTVSports, FOE Extra, perfect.
Perfect.